What's up, everyone? Um, a couple days ago, I was watching Ferris Bueller's Day Off. If many of you don't do or do not know the movie from late '80s, early '90s, stars about a dude, a kid, a teenager who basically knows how to skip school and not get in trouble for it. Um, One of the characters in that movie is Charlie Sheen. Um, as many of you know who Charlie Sheen is, an actor. I guess a Chad in his own way when you think about it. Has slept with hundreds of women. Has done more cocaine than has done more cocaine than a fucking vacuum cleaner can clean up dirt. But it's almost when you think about it, because Charlie Sheen's old. He's old, dude. I remember when you think about it, when he was on Two and a Half Men, the television show, and how literally his character is based on his past bad behavior, his allegations of narcotic, illegal narcotic use, sleeping with multiple women who he barely knew, and so literally you get to the point where you're on a television show where you're a caricature of yourself, and that was the Two and a Half Men situation. But what's funny is how even though with his recent comeback on that show, due to him being on that show and playing basically a facade of himself in real life, his past choices, he then got kicked off of Two and a Half Men. As many of you know, Charlie Sheen was given the pink slip later in the television show Two and a Half Men because of, guess what, partying, allegations of narcotic use, and partying as if he, just like Bam Majera, had just like Bam not being allowed on Jackass Forever a few years ago, got the pink slip. And then obviously after Charlie Sheen was kicked off the show, Ashton Kutcher came to actually play the new relative, which replaced him. So you have to think about it. I mean, because is it worth being a character just to fulfill your ego, to be a yuppie, having a certain lifestyle, even though you're so old? When you think about it, also, he says he like okay. I showed that one quote in the. If you look at the description, there's a quote there I put from 2011. He said that quote when he was on Good Morning America, which is a news company. It's a television news company for the U.S. To say that on live television, that's not a good look, dude. It's not. At least you look kind of dumb, kind of stupid. So it's amazing how what money can do to someone, just to end up being a cocky yuppie. Because to be honest, I prefer the old Charlie Sheen, not the new Charlie Sheen. If his reputation even still exists, to be honest, which I mean, I don't think it does. It really doesn't. If he was to make a comeback on, or if they were to remake Ferris Bueller's Day Off, then maybe he could be used as the dude who was in the police building, who ended up getting it with the Ferris Bueller's sister. Maybe they can do something like that. But other than that, don't see what Charlie Sheen's gonna be doing in the near future because he has all the money he can do with. He can do whatever he wants. The last thing I saw him in was the last scary movie that came out. What was that? Scary Movie 5 with Lindsay Lohan. A perfect couple for each other. Lindsay Lohan and Charlie Sheen. Two peas in the pod. Now, Lindsay Lohan did sober up recently over the past has sobered up over the past few years, which is good. But either way, as I said, the last thing I saw him in, he was in Scary Movie 5. and it was just a complete joke of his. It seems that the only thing people are interested in with Charlie Sheen is literally just his personality and his past, his behavior as just a dude who likes to say that his relationship with women is drug use, filming his own at home pornos, and yeah, that's what it was in Scary Movie 5 with Lindsay Lohan, by the way, who when that movie was made, she looked like shit. She did not look good at all, dude. This was so like literally just you're just a caricature of yourself. That's the only reason why people want to use you in your movies. In their movies, just to have a caricature of someone who can play themselves. Who wants to do that? Not me. But Charlie Sheen can do whatever he wants because he has all the money, and that's what it is. If you have money to back it up, then do it. Either way, doesn't really matter. Just like how this channel doesn't matter. Channel doesn't matter. There's nothing to do here. There's nothing to do IRL wise unless going all the way to Seattle. I can't do anything. Uh, There's nothing to do in Tacoma. I've already gone to all the places that are worth doing in Tacoma. This is not a good area for IRL. This is not a good area. In order to do IRL, I would have to go drive all the way to fucking Seattle, which is about an hour drive, then drive an hour back. And even then, Seattle is a kind of it smells like shit. In the areas where it's worth doing IRL, there's homeless everywhere. It smells. There's you could be going to a 5-star restaurant, and guess what? There's a homeless dude jacking off next to the entrance. Police don't do shit. Nothing is being done in Seattle, dude. It's fucking stupid how like literally nothing's being done. Nothing. Nothing's being done in Seattle. So I mean, I do these streams because why not? But IRL wise, there's just nothing really to do that's worth doing IRL. There's nothing worth doing other than just going to the location like the bar where people already were calling the fucking manager saying I had to go home, so I can't do that anymore. And other than that, I mean, nothing really to do. I'm not a pedophile. I'm not a pedophile. I've never even remotely been interested in anything related to underage sexual content. I've never ever been interested in anything like that. But as I said, Sonic 10 wants to fucking put out what he put out about me, even though I did not. Wants to make me look like a neggy. I'm not. I'm not neggy. I don't really care, dude. Honestly, the channel's kind of dead because Blade's not coming back. We had success. To be honest, we did have success on this channel, but as I just said, Blade's gone. The seed for this channel doesn't really mean anything anymore. So I don't even talk to the Figure It Out group anymore. I blocked them all. I blocked all of them. Because I mean, what do you guys expect? There's nothing to do here. I work full time. There's nothing to do in the Tacoma area. There's nothing to do. There's actually not. Except go to the mall or do other jack shit. There's some good fucking restaurants here. Like I've shown in my shorts. But other than that, dude, not a whole lot going on. There's not a whole lot going on in Central Tacoma for doing IRL. Central Tacoma is a bad area to do this shit. It's not a good area. It's bad, dude. It's fucking bad. So I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know. Just do shorts and shit and do dumbass shit like this. Anyway, it's just kind of stupid. Nothing to do here. Drive all the way to fucking Seattle just to do something. Everyone calling me a pedophile and shit, dude. It's not a pedophile. It's just people who think that grown men should not be interested even a little bit. I'm barely interested in anime. I barely watch anime. I've not watched anime in 6, 7 months. I barely watch anime. You see streamers, by the way, who have their entire area that they stream in is covered with manga comics. Okay, do I look like I have manga comics all over my place? No, I don't. There's nothing here. There's except two action figures because I was interested in two anime series. That was it. But as I said, Stonic and the Figure Out group want to have a phobia over anything related to anime because if you are a grown man interested in anime, to them you could very likely be a a lolly fan, a fan of underage cat girls, naked underage cat girls, animated underage cat girls, which is fucking weird, and I don't do that shit. I don't watch hentai. I don't watch hentai. I don't go on 4chan. I don't go on fucking 4chan. I don't do any of that shit. It's fucking stupid shit, dude. I don't even know what the next thing's gonna be if we ever do IRL again. I don't know where it's gonna be. What's worth doing IRL wise? Unless like every once in a while I do IRL going to Seattle. Every once in a while doing that. That's it though, dude. Other than that, I don't really know. And I did say that we were gonna do a trip to East Washington a few months ago. I canceled that. We aren't doing that. We aren't doing the East Washington trip. I don't. It's not worth it to be honest. I'd be going there, not really doing like I would do. Maybe it's like when you go to a water park, right? And you think when you go to a water park, right, it's gonna last all day, but then you realize after 2 hours you've been on every single fucking ride, right? So if I was to do this trip, I would do everything that I wanted to do for like within 2 days, for example. But then after that, I still have 3 days and I have to head back. So it'd be like the water park effect, if you want to call it that. The water park effect, where you plan this fucking vacation and you think it's gonna last 5 days to actually do everything you want to do, but it only takes 2 days to do everything that you want to do. So it's like, what the fuck are we gonna do for the next 3 days? The water park effect doesn't take all day. Well, you can't have fun all day at a water park. You can go on every ride within 2 or 3 hours. Then after that, was like, what the fuck are we gonna do? I don't even want to be on any more Discord shit. I don't want to be on any more Discord podcasts or anything, dude. I'm done with that shit. Yeah, I'm done with that shit. Like Like, I get it. This is not really entertaining for anyone. Blah blah blah. It's not entertaining for anyone. I get it. I do. But I think, yeah, like doing like this was entertaining at some point for people. It's not for a lot of people anymore. And once again, I get it. I do. But you have to understand from my perspective. Nothing. There's not a lot to do except go to work, come back. Maybe there are restaurants. I'll say it again. There are some good restaurants here are exclusive here to the area that you won't find in other places. Like I do, like food reviews. Sometimes I make my own food, like shit, like the bullshit with the chef hat. Other than that, channel's kind of dying. Channel's dying. Coming up with new things to do, like when I'm just working, right, and coming up with new things to do. Like I'm thinking, what are we gonna do this weekend for a stream, or what are we gonna do IRL wise? While I'm just fucking doing my job, chilling at my desk, just on my computer, and as I said, I think, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? And I think I don't know what we're gonna do because those Jack, we've kind of done everything that unless we're just gonna repeat the same bullshit. So like what we're doing right now, I think this is bullshit. I agree with everyone. This is bullshit. This is a bullshit stream. This is stupid. I was gonna buy, and also to say something else, I was gonna do an orange trip. I was gonna go back to oranges later. I might have gone to oranges instead of going to East Washington. I would have asked Orange, let's do a part two together. We would have done a part two, but this time I would have brought a SIM card, or he could have set up a hotspot so I can actually do live streams on his property. But he's dead. So that dude, the fact that not only did I get blacked on fucking Discord from everyone, but I also just lost my one good connection with the community, and that's through Orange, and he's fucking dead. So I basically got over the past month and a half, have been annihilated. Been annihilated. I was fucking MVR, one of the extended cast members of the Figure Out podcast, were actually thinking. He was thinking about. He told me, "You can come. We can do a fucking a trip together, like the Orange trip." And he got cold feet because he thought, okay, we aren't gonna do this trip now. He told me a few weeks ago until you could burn the dolls. He called them. Everyone calls them dolls, dude. It's $700. Each of them were about $350 that I won on eBay. Okay, in a bit. They're what? Imagine what you can do with $700. If I was to sell them, I'd probably lose a little bit of money. I'd lose money. Being in possession of female anime collectible female anime collectible action figures does not make you a pedophile. Now, if you're like Negi, who on his hard drive clearly has some images that are kind of out there, then that's evidence. It's just ridiculous, dude. Just fucking stupid. Mm. Yeah, I'm gonna end it here, dude. I don't really care. I don't care. I remember when Lonely Booze Grenade asked me that. Do you care, dude? Like, he asked me that? Do you care? Like the way you drink and everything, the way you do your shit. And I told him, no, I don't care, dude. I don't care. It doesn't make you stupid to not for not caring. It doesn't make you a retard because you don't care. It just means you don't care. If you don't care, you don't care. You don't care. You don't care. It means you do not care. I don't care. I don't. I work a job that pays pretty decent. I do. I work for a place that pays me pretty decent, but I have to work and tell people what to do. People who are kind of stupid, who are pretty fucking dumb. People who fucking are degenerates, who are actual degenerates, by the way. People who have suspended licenses. I have to tell these people who we get every single what to do, the same bullshit to do. It's the same speech I give, and so it's just bullshit. People who have suspended licenses, who have to fucking take scooters to work and shit. The number of people in Washington State who have fucking suspended driver's licenses is outrageous. Dude, there are so many people in Washington State who have at least one DUI. It's insane. Washington State has a serious problem with DUI. It's so fucking insane. I'm sick and tired of working with people who fucking have DUIs, dude. They're so fucking dumb. They're so dumb. They're actually retarded. It's like biracial people and shit, dude. It's so fucking dumb, dude. Yeah, I don't like. The only reason why I stay at my current job is just for the money. That's the only reason why. Is because it's for the money. It's just for the money, dude. Like all I care about is money. It's what has allowed me to do everything that I've done. Just money. I've worked at the current place I'm working at. I've worked for almost 3 years. We've had three different managers that I've reported to. The first dude left because he wanted to use this place as an opportunity to put on his resume. Then he's working for Subaru now. He's working for another major motor company. He's working for fucking Subaru. I'm done.